Hey everyone, welcome to Fun Food Fashion, another episode, another new recipe. Today I'm going to share with you pizza recipe, that too cheese burst pizza. Everyone's favorite, everyone's ordered cheese burst pizza in the restaurant but never think of making it at home. But it's really easy to make at home, and I'm going to show you the version where you don't need any oven. You're going to make it on your gas oven top using a kadhai. So without further saying, let's jump into the recipe. But first thing first, hit the subscribe button if you're new and press the bell icon so that you never miss an update on my channel. Now start making cheese burst pizza. For that, here I have taken half a cup of warm water. It's not too hot, not lukewarm, because if it's too hot it will kill the yeast, and if it's less warm then the yeast will not bloom. Next I have added 2 teaspoons of sugar, which is the food of the yeast, and dissolve it. Next add 2 teaspoons of yeast. Mix it, and we are going to rest it so that the yeast activates. If it doesn't activate, do not use it, because then your all effort will go in vain. Now rest it for 10 minutes in a warm place for blooming. After 10 minutes we are back. Here I am taking 2 cups of all-purpose flour or maida for making the dough. To that add half a teaspoon of salt and 1 teaspoon of vegetable oil. Then mix it. That's it. Now you can see there are bubbles in there. That means the yeast are activated. Now we are going to add the yeast. If you don't see bubbles like this, don't use the yeast. That means the yeast is not gonna work. So add half of the water first, then little by little add required water. And try to incorporate everything into a dough. It's going to be a very sticky dough, and half cup was enough for me, but if you require more water then use warm water, don't use cold water. Now get everything together into a dough, and we're going to knead it for 5 to 10 minutes. You can see how sticky the dough is. I'm going to take it into this plate, and I'm going to dust just a little bit of flour. Don't add too much water, even though it's very sticky and you think that it's gonna need flour, but no, it doesn't need any flour. So don't use much flour, just knead it for 5 to 10 minutes in stretch and fold method. Stretch it like this and fold. Now this is very sticky. You will see gradually it won't be as sticky as it is now. So knead it in stretch and fold method like this. As you can see, it's not as sticky as it was. It's coming off of my fingers, and now it's very smooth and not that sticky, but it's still sticky. We are going to need very soft dough like this. So you can see it's sticking in my finger, but not too much. Now grease the bowl with some oil and coat the dough with the oil, and then coat the bowl with the oil as well, because it's going to double in shape. Now with a damp cloth I am going to cover it, and then I am going to rest it for 2 hours in a warm place. Meanwhile, I'm going to prepare the chicken. I'm going to use as stuffing. For that, take 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil. Let it get nice and hot. Add bite-sized chicken pieces. I'm using 50 grams of chicken here, chicken breast here. Fry them over medium flame. Add just a little bit of salt because I am going to add pizza seasoning which contains salt as well. So within 5 minutes you can see they are quite fried, nicely fried. At this stage I am going to add the pizza seasoning. 1 teaspoon of pizza seasoning or all-purpose seasoning as it is called. Mix it and it's done. Turn off the gas. Now it's 2 hours are over, and as you can see the dough has nicely doubled in size. Punch it and knead it for few more minutes like this. Next I am going to take portions from it, but before that I'm going to knead it for 5 more minutes so that it's nice and smooth. This will release gluten. Kneading is very important in every step of making pizza dough because kneading of the flour releases the gluten which is needed. Now I'm going to take a larger portion and a smaller portion from the dough and I'm going to tuck it in like this and make it a ball. You can see a smooth ball. Tuck the other one as well in the same way. You can make 2 pizza out of it. First, take the small portion and I'm going to roll it in the shape of roti. It's going to be thin. And make sure it's the smaller shape than the portion of your pizza. Now I'm going to cook it for 5 minutes over medium flame. As you can see, within 5 minutes it's done. Take it out and cool it down. Meanwhile, I'm going to prepare our homemade oven, that is kadhai, and I'm going to preheat this for 15 minutes. While it's preheating, we are going to assemble the pizza. For that, I'm going to make this on this plate. So I'm going to grease it with some oil and dust it with some flour so that the pizza comes out nicely and easily. It's done. Now using my palm I'm going to spread the pizza dough. This is the larger portion of the dough. Using your fingers and your palm, spread it and it will spread very easily. Tuck the corners like this. Now it's done. I'm going to prick it with a fork. As it's cheese burst, I'm going to use cheese spread in the middle, and this will be the gooey cheese that we get inside the cheese burst pizza. Spread it all over the pizza base. Then place the cooked roti, and as I was saying, this roti should be smaller in shape than the pizza itself. Apply some milk to seal the pizza with the roti. Next, seal it. Seal it nicely so that when the pizza will be baking, the cheese doesn't leak from the sides. So it's done. Now I'm going to apply the pizza sauce. I've already given you the recipe of this homemade pizza sauce. You can use store-bought pizza sauce if you want to, but this homemade pizza sauce is really delicious. So spread it in a thin layer. Then I'm using two types of cheese. First goes cheddar cheese. You can use only mozzarella if you want, but I like both cheddar and mozzarella together, so I'm using both the cheeses. Then goes the mozzarella cheese, which is the star of any pizza. So generously add the cheese, then add the prepared chicken. I'm also using chicken sausages. And then goes bell peppers. I'm using red and green bell peppers or capsicum here. Cut them into dices. There it goes. Now onions. It's loaded with chicken and veggies. Then goes some sweet corns. Beautiful and colorful pizza. It's going to be. Spread some more cheese on the top. Then I'm going to place it over preheated kadhai. I have placed a stand over that. Place the pizza, cover it and cook it for 8 to 10 minutes over high flame. It needs to be on high flame. So after 10 minutes we are back. And our pizza is ready. Our cheese burst pizza is ready. Rest it for 10 minutes because the cheese inside the pizza is really hot at this time. So after 10 minutes, cut the pizza. Doesn't it look delicious? I just can't wait to dig into that amazing pizza. And I'm going to show you. As you can see, already the cheese is leaking from the middle, and as you can see, the cheese is melting and leaking from the pizza, cheese burst pizza. So do make this recipe for your friends and family and let me know in the comment section below, and don't forget to like, share and comment. Thank you.